Hello, I'm Alyson Pellowe. Welcome to People Vision. I'd like to introduce you to some of my fantastic trainers.
So for this session we're going to start looking at the theory of motivation, specifically motivation in the workplace, and the person whose work or theories on the topic we're going to look at is a gentleman called Dean Spitzer. What do you think the number one motivating factor in work is?
So to summarise, the aim of this coaching session for you is to be able to improve on training and onboarding new members to your team so that you feel more confident about that.
Yes, that's right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gave an example before of a previous organisation that you worked in where you felt there were some challenges about managing someone in your team.
Yes.
So could you say something more about that?
So I had a member of the I call it working styles very particularly because how you behave outside of work might well be completely different. So we're just going to focus on the sort of behaviours you personally might demonstrate in the working environment. If you'd like to know which team members you've been working with, please move to the green area over here, the centre of the box.
Now, as I was explaining before, storytelling is a brilliant tool to use as a leader and as a manager. So what we're going to do now is have some fun with storytelling. So let's have a look. Can you hold your pictures up? Oh wow, the artists among you. Fantastic.
So one of the first things I want to do is to get us to think about challenging the title of this event. So if you have a look at the event title there, Equality and Diversity, it's Managing Staff with Disabilities. So that's some really good stuff up on the board there. Anything else? I think I heard somebody sort of say that the title actually reinforces a mindset that considers this to be a problem area.
What I'd like to do is run a session about exclusion in the workplace. And I suppose what I'd like to do first of all is get all of you to think of a situation when you've been at work and you felt excluded. We have different opinions and views to ourselves. Just go back to that and think about how we felt and how we can maybe change our attitudes and behaviours to ensure they are included.
Okay, so if we look at customer service then, folks, what I'd like you to do is to split yourself into two teams. And I'd like one of the groups to look at what does good customer service, big smiley face, what does good customer service look like, feel like, sound like to you? Right, so what I've taken from your thoughts there, both positive experience and a poor experience, is the feeling it engenders in you. Am I right?
Okay, so as we covered before, I'm going to take you through the EFQM business model. As you can see, there are 9 different slots on this, and it's all around this thing at the end. It's the enablers. Those are the things that you do inside the organisation. It's what the organisation does. However, it's not enough. The results are where you measure, and that is what is important.
Now, in terms of handling these challenging telephone calls, we've got to be really good at our communication skills. Whether we're presenting, we're running meetings, we're having regular performance discussions, we can use all of our senses to get our message across so that people understand what we're talking about. For us, in terms of handling telephone calls, we are denied the most important and most powerful element, which is body language and sight. Therefore, we've got to get really good at using our voices.
Okay, so if we look at what's called the questioning funnel, anybody seen this before? No? No? Okay, well we generally open up the questioning funnel with our friend Ted. Anybody met Ted yet? No? Great, excellent. So we've gone from Ted through to more probing who, what, when, why, where, how questions. All great open questions.
So you may be wondering, what is action learning? Because often people do not really understand what action learning is about. The principles of action learning came from a man called Birznieks. So what would happen is that an individual from your group would bring along a challenge or an issue.
Thank you for taking the time to watch some of our trainers in action. We look forward to hearing from you.